The decision to disband the Iraqi army immediately following the invasion of Iraq in 2003 was a post-invasion measure that had far-reaching implications for the country's security and stability. This controversial decision, made by the Coalition Provisional Authority, CPA, aimed to dismantle the army and build a new one from scratch. However, it inadvertently contributed to the rise of insurgency, sectarian tensions, and prolonged unrest in Iraq. Understanding the decision, its impacts, unintended consequences, and lessons learned is crucial to comprehending the complex dynamics of post-invasion Iraq and the challenges faced by the Iraqi people and the international community. Disbanding the Iraqi army had immediate and significant impacts on Iraq's security landscape. Overnight, a vast number of trained military personnel were left without a job or a source of income, creating a pool of unemployed and potentially disgruntled individuals. Furthermore, the decision stripped Iraq of its security apparatus, leaving a power vacuum eagerly filled by various armed factions. The absence of a functioning military also hindered initial efforts to maintain law and order, as the coalition forces struggled to establish control amidst the chaos and lawlessness engulfing the country. The disbandment of the Iraqi army had unintended consequences that exacerbated the already fragile situation in post-invasion Iraq. The sudden loss of livelihood for former soldiers and officers created a breeding ground for resentment and radicalization. Many disgruntled military personnel, particularly members of Saddam Hussein's Ba'ath Party, joined insurgent groups such as Al-Qaeda in Iraq. These experienced individuals brought their knowledge, training, and tactical skills to fuel the insurgency, further escalating the violence and making it increasingly difficult for the coalition forces to regain control. Moreover, disbanding the Iraqi army had unintended ramifications on sectarian tensions within the country. The military, under Saddam Hussein's regime, was predominantly composed of Sunni Muslims, while the majority of Iraq's population is Shia. The decision to dismantle the army without considering the religious and ethnic composition of its personnel deepened divisions between these sects and added fuel to the fire of sectarian conflict. Shia militias began to emerge, seeking to protect their communities from Sunni insurgent attacks. This sectarianism further destabilized Iraq, and was one of the factors that led to a full-blown civil war in subsequent years. The decision to disband the Iraqi army ultimately highlighted key lessons that could be learned from post-invasion Iraq. It shed light on the importance of having a comprehensive and well-thought-out plan for post-conflict stabilization, rather than hasty and ill-conceived measures taken in the heat of the moment. Disbanding the army without considering the consequences and without an effective strategy for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration, DDR, only served to worsen the security situation in Iraq. It underscored the significance of understanding and addressing the underlying social, political, and sectarian dynamics in post-conflict societies, as disregarding these complexities can lead to unintended and detrimental outcomes.